Two balls and a strike to count on Taylor. Reyes fires, swinging a drive, deep left field. It's his way back. Walk him off. Left Taylor.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined today by DodgerBlue.com writer Scott Geirman. Scott, we are talking Gold Glove nominees. We are talking Hank Aaron nominees, and some interesting notes here. I mean, the Gold Glove nominees come along, and as a Dodger fan, you're used to being in the mix. You're used to having some guys nominated, and I'm going to be honest. The Dodgers have two nominees, Scott. One, I think, would have been every single person's first guess at a Dodger, and the other guy, if you gave us 9 chances, I'm not sure we would have guessed. Mookie Betts, of course, is nominated. The second, Tyler Anderson, nominated. So Mookie in right field, he had won 5 Gold Gloves in a row prior to last season. He's up against Juan Soto and Dalton Varsho. Tyler Anderson, nominated as a starting pitcher, up against Corbin Burnes and Max Fried. Max Fried has won the last 2. So let's start with Mookie Betts. Nobody's surprised that he is nominated. Do you think he has a chance to beat Soto and Varsho?
I actually absolutely do. I think Dalton Varsho, he's kind of played a little bit around. I believe you said that, he nominated for a couple, another different category as well. But Mookie Betts, the usual suspect out in right field, perennial Gold Glove candidate, platinum Gold Glove guy. I really do think that he's got a chance. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Mookie's interesting because there are times like previous years where he had sort of signature plays, whether it's, the spin move, throw a guy out at third, or a diving catch, or a home run robbery. I don't feel like he had that in 2022 unless I'm missing something. And yet the level of consistency, the day-to-day, it feels like on reputation alone, he would have to be the favorite here in right field. I mean, am I missing something? Like, do you feel like this was just sort of another ho-hum Mookie Betts season where he's just absolutely dominant defensively, but maybe not in as flashy of a way as normal?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think, because we're so used to it, we just man, we're going to have a video about signature moments, but Mookie Betts is so ho-hum, defensive in right field that it's become what we expect out of him. He does it without having to, he makes it look easy. The greats make all the tough things look easy. And Mookie Betts, who I've got on my wall right behind me, makes all the tough things look easy. And he led in like all qualified fielders in right field in defensive runs saved at 15. Kyle Tucker's the next at 13. And then Seiya Suzuki, it plummets all the way down to -4. So there is a Grand Canyon gap, and Mookie Betts is right at the top. So in my opinion, it's his award. Unless there's something going on, it's his award to lose.
On the starting pitching side, Tyler Anderson nominated. Look, everybody who watches knows, go Ducks. Tyler Anderson's my guy. Gonna be honest, I didn't see this and be like, yeah, who's amazing at defense is Tyler Anderson. Max Fried has won this twice in a row. I mean, there have been guys, whether it's a Greg Maddux, even Zach Greinke, guys who have been really good, feels like fielding their position. For the most part, like I couldn't tell you who's good and who's bad defensively at starting pitching. I mean, were you surprised to see Tyler Anderson's name on here? Do you think he has a chance to win this award? Where are you at on Anderson?
I mean, how to quantify starting pitchers and defense, it's kind of just, you have to see it. You have to see those plays. You have to see those things. If you don't notice it, if you aren't really looking at it in depth, you're not noticing it. You're like, yeah, he fields his position well, and that's great. He can, make a spin turn, but it's all about, I'd have to actually look what goes into that, or like how to understand that. But I'll be honest, I had to pull up FanGraphs and really look at how they broke it down, but he leads the National League. He leads he leads all of baseball. So
is that 5 in defensive runs saved?
DRS, yes. So he leads all of baseball.
I love it. So everybody just Googling FanGraphs DRS. They're like, all right, nominate Anderson. Fire it off.
There you go. There's a few that don't make sense, though. I mean, the left field is definitely hilarious. Like guys that haven't even played qualified innings or even close to it are nominated. So I think that one's fun. Christian Yelich shouldn't be on there, but he's on there just because, it's a really weak class. Defense right now, it's just, we'll see how it goes next year with positioning and things like that. I think things are going to change a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look, we should have prefaced this with a Gold Glove and what it actually means. Yeah. I remember when Joey Gallo came over and it's like 2-time Gold Glove Award winner. And you're like, all right, cool. And then you watch him play defense and you're like, where did he win a Gold Glove at? And obviously maybe he's a little bit older, whatever. But look, there is so much reputation that goes into this. Obviously, we have metrics. I'll be the first to say outs above average, defensive runs saved, defensive WAR. Like, so much of this is speculative. Even the people that love the analytics, they love fan graphs and StatCast and all that type of stuff, would tell you that so much of it, like, there's an eye test that's probably 50-50, if not 60-40, with the numbers behind it. And so it is on reputation. But I'm curious, Scott, were there any Dodgers that you felt like got snubbed here? The guys that should have been considered as a finalist at the very least that maybe didn't?
Cody Bellinger didn't get nominated, did he?
Correct.
Probably that. I think that's the only. I think for me, Freddie Freeman's definitely. He didn't really have. He's darn good at scooping the ball at first base, but he really had some miscues that were. I mean, to Dodger fans, we would tell just because we're so we want that to be perfect over there. But I would definitely say Cody Bellinger. I think he's probably the most talented fielder outside of Mookie Betts that the Dodgers have at multiple positions. He could win a Gold Glove at first base, center field, outfield, shortstop, probably. I don't know. So I think that's the biggest one in my opinion. Cody Bellinger is probably the biggest snub.
I had, for me, I mean, so Trent Grisham, Victor Robles, and Alek Thomas were the three nominees in center field. I'm with you. I mean, Bellinger, look, nobody here is defending the offensive side of Cody Bellinger's game right now, but defensively, he's fantastic. I thought he probably deserved a nomination. And I say this with the caveat of, I'm not super tuned in to like how good of a defender Alek Thomas and Victor Robles are. Obviously, we've seen Trent Grisham a lot. So this has a lot to do with I watch the Dodgers. I do think Freddie Freeman, the same thing. He's really good. The number of times that it felt like a throw in the dirt with 2 outs and a runner on second or a runner on third, and Freeman just nonchalantly picking it. Those would be the two guys. But again, I'm including the caveat of if you're asking me to compare Freddie Freeman to the other nominees of Goldschmidt, Olsen, and Walker, I can't give you a really compelling argument for that one. Speaking of Freddie Freeman, though, he did get nominated for one award, and that is the National League's Hank Aaron Award. Mookie Betts and Freeman both nominated. This is to the best hitter in the National League. A larger pool of finalists here, so they're up against Pete Alonso, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, Manny Machado, Austin Riley, and Kyle Schwarber. So cool for them to get nominated. Scott, I don't think either of them is going to be winning this award. I think this is, hey, cool, congrats, you got nominated. But if you ask me, I think Paul Goldschmidt has this award, especially in the offense, because it's solely an offensive award on lock. I mean, if you look at Goldschmidt's weighted runs created plus, he's 23 points higher than second place, which was Freddie Freeman. So 23 points better in a statistic that sort of quantifies the offensive game altogether than him. He was 5th in homers, 3rd in average, 2nd in on base, 1st in slugging, 2nd in RBI, 3rd in runs. I mean, to me, this is Goldschmidt's award, but hey, kudos to Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts for getting into that finalist group and getting some recognition for unbelievable offensive seasons for both of them as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. Freddie Freeman, in my opinion, is probably the second or third best offensive player in the National League at the moment, which is beautiful that he's in a Dodger uniform. It's a really strong class. There's a ton of offense. A lot of top performers performed during the regular season, not so much in the postseason. And to have Mookie Betts to start off as slow as he did and to just really kick it in gear. And it looked like for a while he was going to really compete for MVP award and tailed off, unfortunately. But I'm with you. I think it's Goldschmidt's award to lose. But the American League's fun. That's a fun one. I'm really we'll kick it that. What's your thoughts on the American League?
Yeah, I mean, I spend most of my time thinking and diving deep into the Dodgers with life going on. I can't dig deep. You obviously write for our Angels site as well, and so Ohtani, Trout in the mix there. I mean, but on the American League side, like, it has to be Judge, right? Like, is there even a compelling argument for anybody not named Aaron Judge? Because the only reason the MVP could potentially be debated is because of Ohtani's ability as a hitter and as a pitcher. But if we're talking about strictly an offensive award, I mean, if it's not unanimous for Aaron Judge, then let's fire whoever the person is that's not voting for him, right?
Absolutely. I'm with you. It's a truly, I loved the drama surrounding it. It made me feel like, early 2000s baseball, and that's what brought me in as a kid. And the home run ball, just like a lot of people, we miss it. And I think Aaron Judge he did it all. He didn't just hit home runs. His at bat quality was incredible. He hit
311 or something this season,
incredible.
right?
Yeah, absurd. Like a 425 on base. Dude was just on a different planet. I'm all for it. just pencil in Aaron Judge, AL Hank Aaron Award winner. Yeah.
Do you have Judge for MVP?
We could talk about that.
All right, another conversation. I'm guessing that's a no based on the guarded answer there.
It's hard to. I don't even think that anyone knows how to properly value Shohei Ohtani with his ability to do that. But writers and people surrounding the game love records. They love the home run record. It's like a sacred thing, the thing that's never meant to be broken. And the single season record, that's something he pushed, and we'll see if the purists really and waves and crown Judge with that. But it's definitely an argument. I think Ohtani did the things he needed to do to show himself offensively and on the mound. He got better on the mound, and I think that's something that's really to be said about him.
Yeah, I think Ohtani should basically be the favorite every single year he is alive and doing what he's currently doing. The caveat to all of that is, if you look at wins above replacement on Fangraphs, Aaron Judge is at 11.5, which is an absolutely stupid number. And the next highest guy who qualified is Manny Machado at 7.4. He's 4.1 wins above replacement better than Manny Machado. If you were to see, okay, now if you take Manny Machado and go down 4.1 from where Machado is at, I mean, we're talking about, 51st. So the gap between 1 and 2 is the same as the gap between 2 and 51 in wins above replacement. So now, that's not combining the war of Ohtani and, as a pitcher and as a hitter. So we've drifted off here. But I think this is no disrespect to Shohei Ohtani, truly. I think what he's doing is insane. I think what Judge is doing is equally as insane. Like, we've never seen anybody do what Ohtani's doing. Yes, we've also basically never seen anybody do what Judge just did outside of Barry Bonds and, those types of things. To hit 311 with the on-base he had and to hit the home runs he did for a team that needed it, I think matters. So there you go. Anyways, we've got Goldschmidt winning the Hank Aaron Award. I think we've both got Freddie Freeman finishing 2, maybe as low as 4. And I think Mookie Betts could very well finish 5th in this award as well. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Tyler Anderson, Mookie Betts nominated for Gold Gloves. Was Cody Bellinger a snub? Was Freddie Freeman a snub? And then do either of those guys have a chance in the Hank Aaron Award? And hey, if you want to get in there and debate Judge versus Ohtani, we won't prevent you from doing that either. That's Scott Geirman. My name is Jeff Spiegel. As always, we appreciate you for joining us. Go Dodgers!